Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another Plan With Me, my in weeks, using the February 2023 functional sub. All right, here we go. Okay, let's swing back to what this week looked like. Where is it? All right, so currently on Saturday, so I don't have any data for Saturday just yet. Don't know what's going on there. Ended up being sick a couple days. Like, not sick, but just not feeling well and definitely needed to rest. Like, I was just listening to my body, and my body's like, you need to nap and lay down and not do stuff. So there was a couple of days that I did not have anything for dinner because I just wasn't feeling it. I am loving this journaling kit layout. I think we're going to do it again towards the end of February. But yeah, I don't necessarily need to track my rings, but that's there. Early bedtime steps, and we've kind of evolved. Oh, if you guys see, look, no sweets. 3 days out of this week, I didn't have any sweets. I'm like, we're celebrating the wins. All right, so I have kind of updated things to where we are right here, and I think we're going to continue doing that. Because before I know it, we're going to be on this week. So might as well plan for this. And if after this it doesn't work, then we can modify, right? Because that's what we do. All right, so let me grab my washi. If you want this washi, it is in the shop. We're going to be doing the 13th through what? The 19th, I think it is. I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we talked last week, and Renee, if you are watching, I received your little card in the mail, and your little note was so touching. Thank you so much. And yes, I am continuing on with the water. She sent me a little note, and she just was like, I'm so proud of you for not drinking any more soda and doing all the things you do. She's so sweet, so sweet. But yeah, I am still sticking with the water. I'm gonna say that I'm just gonna say my first day with like no soda was January 2nd. It was either the 1st or the 3rd. I don't know for sure because I was still kind of in that whole illness phase of everything. So I'm just gonna say it was January 2nd. We're just gonna cut it right in the middle. And I have not had a single soda since then. I've had sweet tea, which is fine. But even then, I haven't had it very often. I have, whatchamacallit, opted for water. In fact, my water cup is sitting right up next to me so that in between videos, I can take a little sip and everything, and I'm just constantly filling it up. We have an ice maker, and we have 2 filters, 2 zero water filters, and that just makes me happy. Works really well for me. So where is my freebie page? There it is. All right, I'm thinking we're gonna go light blue. That kind of is just standing out to me. So you can no longer get this palette anymore. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. You can't get this palette anymore. We release a new palette every single month. New palette will be released on the 5th, and I'm super excited to show that one. I'm trying to decide what color I want to use for this. So I'm really excited. So new release video will be up on the 5th showing the palette, and I'm super excited because it's gonna be printed on the new paper. I'm so excited. I'm so stoked. Like, I keep singing the praises. Like I can't wait till people feel it. I can't wait till people feel it. You guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it. I know, I'm such a good mood. It's absolutely bananas. Because it's like a really crappy day outside. So my husband's like, he's like, this morning he goes, I can't handle you right now. And usually somebody says that, like, I can't handle you right now, when they're like in a particular kind of mood. I'm just in a good mood. And he's like, you are way too happy. You have too much energy. I can't handle you right now. Let me drink my drink and let me kind of get my day going. I'm like, okay. And so I'm just out there just kind of dancing along, doing my own thing. And he's like, I can't with you today. I'm like, well, you better can with me today, because this is what I'm doing. And yeah, I have been in just a really good mood lately. And that, I hope I'm not jinxing myself. I mean, granted, tomorrow I go to church, and I got cornered by, so the kids, the family that has the most kids at our church, they'd been gone over the holidays to one of their rental properties up in Missouri, and they finally came back, and I got cornered by all of them pretty much on Wednesday evening, and just yapping my ears off, which I'm completely fine with. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm completely fine with it. But I know they're going to be super excited because I'm their music teacher during primary. So I know they are going to be like super thrilled to have me back and to be back onto the schedule and doing all the things we do. So I know I might come home a little exhausted tomorrow, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's a little big of a deal, but it's not that big of a deal. We manage. So, but I've got to come up, knowing that I'm going to have more kids tomorrow. I got to come up with a game, because that's what we do. I do a lot of games with the kids, because that's just one, it gets them moving, it gets some of their energy out of the way, and gets them participating. And I have a few kids that don't like to participate, and I'm just like, whatever, you don't have to play my game. But you don't get to also cry when you don't, get anything because you chose not to participate. That's just, maybe I'm mean. I don't care. I'm not that mean. I just want these kids to learn something. So I just ask for participation. If they don't want to participate, well, then they don't have to participate. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, let's see what we are doing. Okay, so perfect, because I have this other ones right here to do the wake ups. Okay, perfect. I like it. So this is where I'll put my wake up times. So very much a functional type planning. I mean, the stickers are there. So I am a firm believer that color can alter your mood. Hence the reason why I opt for more saturated and bright colors. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my moody colors as well. But sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes when you sometimes look at your planner, it's just overwhelming. And so I'm hoping that what I do is I help provide a sense of calm. You know that you, okay, get back to the basics. We're going to use functional stickers, and they're going to be colorful, so they're going to help your mood. You can color code if you want. So yeah, that's what we're going for. All right, let me find my wake up stickers, which are right here. Yay! And stuff. And I'm gonna have to start really pushing myself to wake up at 5:30. In fact, actually, funny that I bring that up. I was just doom scrolling because I'm actually trying to get better about doom scrolling. And if I am going to doom scroll, I'm looking more for things that I'm going to learn something from. So little shorts where, I'm life coaches, neuroscientists, neurobiologists, nutritionists, other psychologists, Those are the kind of things that I'm really like looking towards, and they're really starting to pop up a lot in my YouTube shorts, which I'm actually really happy for. And I came across one. She's a podcaster. Oh, what's her name? Oh, I forget her name. Is it Mel Robbins? I think is her name, Mel Robbins. Anyways, I've heard of her before. I have not ever really listened to anything, but I decided to just kind of sit on one for a minute and listen to what she had to say, right? Because you just never know what you might learn. And she was talking about waking up in the morning, and she was saying things that I say to my kids all the time now. You know, that like, hey, when you become an adult, you're no longer going to have a parent. You're going to have to parent yourself. These are the things why I'm teaching you how to do this now, so that when you get older, you don't have to rely on this. You don't have to think this. Like, because I've trained you. I've given you the tools. I've given you, I've given you a tool bag to work from, right? So she was harping a little bit on that aspect of how, like when people grow up, they always are complaining, oh, I need somebody to help me do this. And you're like, no, you have to push through it. You're accountable for yourself. Nobody's going to parent you. And it got me to thinking, and I was like, man, that's true. Nobody's going to parent you. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which ring I need, because I'm in deep conversation right now with ya. But she was like, you need to parent yourself. And she's like, if you have a hard time waking up in the morning, you need to set your intention at night that you're going to wake up at this time, and this is what you're going to do, and this is why you're going to do it. And she goes, you need to stop setting your alarm clock for like 6 o'clock or 6:30 or something normal that everybody else does, because it puts you in that mindset of like, oh, I've got 5 more minutes. You need to be very intentional. And when you set your alarm at night and stuff, set it for some obscure time like 6:17, because then when it goes off, your intention, that your intention has been set, because it's such an odd time. And so you're like, yes, I have to get up because I need to do this. And I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. Like, let's try this out. Let's see if having some obscure time. And I got to start thinking about it. And I was talking with my friend Stephanie. I think we were in our group chat, and we were talking amongst everybody. And we were talking about Instagram scheduling and stuff like that. Like when you put your posts up on Instagram. And we were talking about the times to schedule. And I always schedule mine for like right on the dot. And she was talking about one of the coaches that she follows on Instagram talks about not doing that because everybody's doing it. So everybody's feeds are being flooded all at the same time, which means that you can also end up getting buried in people's feeds. And I was like, oh. And that, these coaches were like, you need to set it for like 10 to 15 minutes after, or even if you can do it if you don't use a scheduling app, posting it at, say, an obscure time like 11:17 or 11:42, whatever it may be. And I got to thinking, and I was like, I think these people are onto something. I'm like, why is it that I'm here about to turn 39 this year and I'm just finally learning some things? Like, these are all things that I need to teach my kids. These are things that my parents never thought of. They were just like, you just do it. And there was no like thought or explanation behind it. And I'm not a person to do just something just because you say to do it. My husband will vouch for that one. You have to give me a reason why. I need to know why you want me to do something. So, everything that these people were saying made so much sense. And I was like, okay, we're going to give this a try. So this upcoming week, I still had my alarm set for 5:30 today. But this upcoming week, I'm going to set some intentions of actually setting my alarm for a different time and seeing what it does. Seeing if it does do anything. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I'm being woken up at a weird time. I mean, ooh, I'm a mom. That kind of happens regularly as it is. So it's kind of like, you know, if not really a problem there. But yeah, I was just like, you know what? These people might be onto something. It started to make some sense to me. And the only thing that makes me mad is that I'm here at almost 39 years old and I'm just learning these things. However, a lot of the people that I'm learning this stuff from, they learned it around my time frame too, and they're the people that are in their 50s and stuff, and late 40s, early 50s, if not into their 60s. I was like, so okay, all right, good to know. We are, this is just what kind of happens. So if I can learn it, you can learn it. I will keep you guys apprised of my entire journey as to whether or not it works, because who knows, it might not work at all. There's just way too much peaches and pinks going on this column, so I'm going to use the blue. Yeah. So I'll keep you guys apprised of my journey, obviously, and we'll get it figured out. And the tips that I learn, and if it works for me, I will relay it onto you, because who knows who else I could end up helping just by talking about this. And I love talking about this kind of stuff. These are the kinds of things that I can have hour-long conversations. I'm like, get some chips, get some salsa, bottomless refills on drinks, like water or tea or soda if you're a soda drinker. I was a soda drinker. Who knows? I might become a soda drinker again in the future. You just never know. Anyways, I can just sit here for hours and talk about this stuff. I love talking about theories and philosophy and just going, you know, well, what do you think of this? And just positing stuff. It's just nice to do. It's just nice to do. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up adding some podcasts to my listening stuff. Hopefully it doesn't detract me too much from designing and everything. And yeah, I'm excited for what February is going to bring, because January's been a weird month. It really has. I'm not gonna lie. It has been a little bit of a weird month, but I'm ready for February. Ready for February. Okay. Wow. Alrighty, here we go. So this is what this yeah. This is what this okay, this is what this plan. Yeah. I think you guys get what I'm saying. I'm tongue-tied. All right. So if you're interested in me telling you more about how it works out, let me know down in the comments below, because I have no problem sharing what works, what didn't work, my whole journey. Hello, like that's what we're doing here. Clearly, I'm not shy about it in a lot of ways. And yeah, like I said, you can't get this palette anymore. New palette will be released on February 5th for March. And I think that's about it, you guys. Any questions, just let me know in the comments down below. And so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.